Good morning. Today is March 19th, 2020, 6:29 in the morning. Today I want to talk about journaling and doing something. This is kind of like a follow-up from my yesterday video about mornings. And yeah, today I want to focus on the concept of journaling because earlier when I was doing before, right before I started this video, I was actually writing my morning journal. And it actually made me think about how journaling can help us like ground ourselves when we're feeling agitated, when we're feeling restless, when we feel like we don't know what to do. It helps us be more grateful of what we have currently. 'Cause, like I was feeling down a little bit like yesterday, the other day. But then when I start my morning by saying things that I'm grateful for, things that I want to accomplish, and things that I know I am this kind of person, it kind of helps in uh, kind of like reaffirming who you are as a person. So it's really beneficial to like have something to like to affirm yourself to anything. So like I really like journaling. I like writing my thoughts. I like seeing them. And now like this vlogging thing, like myself, looking at the camera, just recording things. It's very therapeutic. I think that's a term. It's very therapeutic. And, so from this, what I'm trying to say is maybe it, all of us individually, different things work for us, and to help us prepare ourselves for the day, it's important to kind of have a routine that we want to work on and focus on that. Keep on doing that to like set the day. It's kind of like, how do you explain that? It's kind of like starting the transient like for example, you have like a sinusoid or something, or like a transistor or something. So like when you fire a transistor, so there is a transient response. So I need to learn what a non-engineering term for this, but so that the idea is like if you fire a transistor or something, there is always a transient response when, for example, it's idle. So you fire a voltage to it, and then there's be this response that will take time for it to reach a steady state, the voltage wherein it will be. So there's always like an adjustment period, and the journaling as a method could be kind of like a transition period. It helps us set the mood for the day. So if you set it properly, if you set it in a nice way, even if you're having a bad day, just try to say something nice or say something that you think is good about the day or the day right now or yesterday. It really helps sets the mood. And I personally experience it. Like I've um, noticed it with myself too, that when I don't do my morning journal, I tend to be a little bit more agitated. Like I just feel so more negative that I don't have like a positive outlook in life. Well, that's okay. Actually, that you don't always need to be very positive, but it really helps. Like building a routine, whatever works for you. If say what works for you is maybe doing meditation or doing yoga in the morning, drinking coffee and things. So anything that works for you. So yeah, with regards like journal, you don't have to like do it religiously every day. So for me, so I do this, like I have this journal thing that I have filled for it's almost filled up, and I really like that I get to write on it whenever I can. And sometimes it's good to just look at it, read things that you saw before, you've written before. Like that's your state at that time. So you get to really like time travel a little bit and just look at how you were as a person at this point in time. And it's a good record because it's your handwriting. You know that it's not edited because you know that it's about you. It's you who wrote it, and it's also a good perspective for you to see, for us to see how we've grown, how our perspectives have changed. It's like I was talking to a friend about this before. Like I was reviewing my journals, and it was interesting for me to see how the way I write gratitudes have changed over the years. Like before, I would just like say, I'm grateful that I got to wake up today. And then sometimes I do it like a prayer, like kind of gratitude. So that's interesting. I got to see how I've changed, how I've grown over time. And sometimes if I'm really feeling bad, if I'm not feeling um, too enthusiastic about writing anything, I just write, I don't know, like one sentence or something like that. So, in summary, what I want to say in this video is just find what feels good. Find what you think will work for you, and if it's something that could help in the long term, it could be a kind of burdensome at the beginning, but just keep on doing it. And if it does work, just keep the routine. If it doesn't, try something else, and that's okay. So that's it for today.